Do you know what the word mystery means? It's not like a murder mystery. It means something you cannot know apart from divine revelation. It's a sacred secret, even the hidden wisdom which God ordained before the world unto our glory. There's no way that you can bring your intellectual mind and unpry the mysteries of God. Look down in verse 9. As it is written, eye hath not seen. Do you know what that is? Natural observation. Ear hath not heard. Do you know what that is? Natural information. Nor has it entered into the heart of man. Do you know what that is? Natural inspiration. Not by observation, information, inspiration are you going to know the things that are of God, which God hath prepared for them that love him. But notice in verse 10, but God hath revealed them unto us by his Spirit. Now, the natural man is devoid of the Spirit. He has no spiritual activation. He has no spiritual appreciation. He has no spiritual appropriation. He cannot know these things. But not only is it deceptive, not only is it dangerous, it is demonic. Look in verse 8, chapter 2, verse 8. He says, which none of the princes, he's talking about God's wisdom, which none of the princes, that's the high muckety-mucks of this world knew, for had they known it, they would not have crucified the Lord of glory. Now come up close and I want to tell you something, friend. The best minds of the Roman and the Jewish and the Greek world crucified Jesus. I'm talking about the intelligentsia. The Bible says they took counsel together against him. You didn't get to be one of those Jewish leaders. You didn't get to be one of those Roman leaders by falling off a load of turnips coming to town. Now, folks, I want to tell you, these were the big shots. These were the know-it-alls. And Paul said, had they had any sense, had they had any wisdom, they would not have crucified the Lord of glory. Case closed. Human wisdom is devoid of anything that really counts. You see, the natural man, he just can't get it. This choir sang wonderfully. And no matter how well your eyes may have been operating, and no matter how well your nose may be operating, if your ears are not operating, you wouldn't hear it. Isn't that right? Because the receptor is out of whack. And if your spirit is not operating, if you're devoid of the Spirit, as Jude 19 says, you're sensual, that is of the flesh, having not the Spirit, then you are a natural man. And you need to be saved. You need to be born again. You say, well, I know all about God. No, you can know all about bread and starve. You need to know God. You need to know God.